Biracial women are being told to cut their hair to prove they are down with the colorism struggle. But what exactly is this struggle? Dark-skinned women can also get bullied too. CYndee Black, a well-known YouTuber, did the video Colorism is an Illusion, where she advised dark-skinned women on how to change their mentality to improve themselves. This did not go down well, and she eventually took the video down after being bullied. CYndee is happily married to a non-black man, and dark-skinned women seem very happy for her. Yet when a man from the black community chooses a partner, he's accused of being a colorist if she has light skin. Colorism isn't white supremacy. Colorism isn't racism. Colorism is an effort to control the preferences of men. Another dark-skinned YouTuber somehow believes that these offensive lyrics are a compliment that should have been given to dark-skinned women. Well, you can keep them, because I disagree. They are hardly a compliment to be sought after by anyone.
And when y'all start singing about dark-skinned women the same way you sing and rap about light-skinned women, then there won't be any outrage and people won't be calling you colorist. Stop
saying, but you coming from light-skinned women. When did I ever say I hated light-skinned women? When did I?
Mixed race, white passing women are not our allies. I'm headed to the door, I don't want them. I'm tired of these mediocre, basic, mixed race, white passing women.
Want a certain kind of man. And those certain kind of men, I guess 92 octane men, 100 octane men, whatever, well-to-do, very well educated, possibly a frat, a fraternity man, whatever, she must have a hard time getting them kind of men because she's a dark-skinned girl. But apparently she ain't the flavor of the month with them guys over there. So she feels some type of way that them guys don't fawn all over her, but they will fawn, I guess, or chase down or go after the lighter women or the biracial women or whatever. No, he just ain't on my level. But guess what? You ain't on them dudes' level. Dudes can have whatever kind of preference they want. Because I notice a lot of the dark-skinned black women that have the complaint is got abrasive ass motherfucking attitudes and personalities. That's why you can't find no man, because you get around him and he'll think you look alright, and then you open your mouth. Now he trying to figure out what fuck wrong with you. That's what he's trying to figure out. What's wrong with you? I get tired of the way that the communication go. It is so emotionally draining and exhausting. Then you don't want to fix no issue that you got. You want to talk about colorism. Of all the subject matters that black women actually need to talk about among themselves, colorism is not one. Because nobody can fucking do anything about the skin tone that you was born with. So it's a dead ass fucking conversation. That's why the conversation is dead. And it is a code word for I'm jealous of light-skinned bitches. I'm jealous of biracial bitches. You know why biracial bitches get the attention that they get? Because they racially ambiguous. This is why they get such a wide range of attention, because they don't fit solidly in any one category. So she's got mass appeal. She got mass appeal. So you can't do anything about your skin color. If you are at the upper crust of society, or you think you at the upper crust of society, or you think that's where you belong, then you just have to accept that you're not the flavor that everybody is looking for. You're not. So just like we tell the dudes, I'm telling y'all, rock with the niggas that's rocking with y'all. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with staying in your lane? What is wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Does anybody else see anything wrong with that? Because I don't see nothing wrong with that. We tell the niggas stay in their lane all day, every day, and we laugh at it and keep going. So y'all take your own advice. You think because you got a pussy, you can switch from lane to lane, but you can't. Because we women choose our little boyfriends and who we gonna have sex with, but men choose their wives. That is not up to you. That is up to a man. You have a complex about light skin. Because I don't even hear light skinned girls talking about no colorism shit. I don't be hearing light skinned girls talking shit about colorism, and this is particularly a dark skinned black woman's argument, and it's the stupidest shit in the whole fucking world. That the only thing I ever get out of the conversation is you're jealous of the bitches because they're getting something that you think they getting that you think you ain't getting. Because it don't affect nobody but dark-skinned women. So I'm here to assume that it's all in your head. Get you some real self-worth and get you some self-motherfucking confidence. And quit worrying about what the next bitch is able to get. Worry about what you get. Quit worrying about the dicks that run through the next bitch. And that ain't none of your business. How many dicks she can get and how many men she can get and how much money she... That ain't none of your motherfucking business. I ain't never been jealous of a light-skinned chick. Because you know why? If she acting right, if she got her head on straight, she's my sister. And I don't have no discrimination for her. Y'all do as dark-skinned black women is squawk and complain about who don't love y'all and who ain't treating y'all a certain way. But y'all don't love y'allself. Y'all look in the mirror every day and fucking hate yourself. Like that shit is real. That's what's real. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the self-hate that you rock with every day. But you want somebody to validate you, but you don't even validate yourself. You don't even find yourself beautiful. Because if you did, you would not be worried about what the next bitch do. I ain't worried about no other bitch. Do you feel me? I am not worried about what no other bitch is capable of doing. Kurt Christy God, thank you, sweet love. Says all in their head. I totally agree. This is in y'all head. Cause I ain't worried about what no other chick can do. She in her lane. The Beyoncé's of the world and the Aisha Currys of the world and the Jada Pinkett's of the world, and they in their lane. I ain't got nothing to do with their lane. It is gonna be niggas that's checking for them all the time. They can't help it, and neither can I. It's just niggas that's just gonna like bitches with light eyes and curly hair. It is what it is. And they ain't never gonna check for a black ass bitch like me with 4C hair and shit like that. They just ain't never gonna check for a bitch like me. But that's okay though. Cause it's a gang of niggas over there that can't wait to get their hands on me. You cannot help being born in your dark skin any more than a light-skinned chick can be blamed for being born light-skinned, or a biracial chick can be blamed for being born biracial. Neither of you can help this. It is just the way you came out your mama's womb, and it is what it is. Now, with that being said, I know we live in a system of white supremacy, blah, blah, blah. White folks is the standard, and if you light, you bright, and you white, you right, and all that shit. Yeah. I get it. So, that ain't got shit to do with the price of tea in China, though. If you want a certain type of dude, but that dude ain't checking for you, and you know what I'm saying, nothing you do can really get this nigga's attention, really not the way you want it, and you know he studied trying to wife up a biracial chick. Now he might come through and fuck you, but he ain't really trying to wife you up. He really trying to go and wife up a light-skinned chick or a biracial chick or a white chick or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and you having a hard time getting that type of dude, then maybe you're not on that dude's level, because water seeks its own level. And just like the little incel dude can't, you know what I'm saying, get the 100 octane bad bitch, because he ain't got what it takes to get that bitch. She ain't checking for that nigga. These dudes ain't checking for you, and I don't give a shit if they ain't checking for you because you dark skinned. So it is many men out here that is not checking for dark skinned women. But then again, it's many men out here that are checking exclusively for dark skinned women. You just think you're better than the dude that's checking for you. That is your problem. You don't want to, quote unquote, come down and settle for the men that actually is checking for you and would love to have you as a wife. He love your dark skin. He love your kinky hair. He love your flavor and, you know, all this shit. He'd be happy to take you around his friends and take you around his family and call you his woman. He'd be happy to do that. But no, you don't like that nigga because he ain't got enough money. He don't got enough status. He don't got enough, you know what I'm saying? His car ain't good enough. His clothes ain't fresh enough for you. You don't get to tell your friends, well, he's a doctor. You don't get to tell them that about him. Oh yeah, you know, he went to this school and that school, and he is a such and such, you know, fraternity, and you know, and he's running his own business. And girl, you really hit the jackpot right there, girl. I know. You know, you don't get to talk about him that way because that's not his lane. So you think you better than that type of guy. You think you better than the guy that, you know what I'm saying, he ain't never really been to college, or he might have been to a community college, or he might have been, you know, whatever. But he kind of a blue collar guy, you know what I'm saying. He may have his own little business. How about he's a mechanic and that's his business? He went to school, you know, he's a mechanic, he owned a little shop, he do pretty good for himself. But y'all bitches, you study want to go back to colorism. Colorism is a problem. For whom? For who? Who is colorism a problem for? Not me. Not bitches that's got confidence. Bitches that can get me and don't complain about colorism. Just like niggas that can get bitches don't complain about bitches. You feel me? Bitches that can get niggas don't complain about who niggas is preferring. I don't care about which dude prefer a biracial chick. I don't care about that dude. I probably ain't even never met that dude. I probably ain't even never gonna meet that dude. But yeah, getting back to this colorism, that is just code for being jealous of a bitch. Why is you jealous of light-skinned bitches? I understand that. Why? Why the conversation gotta be talked about with colorism? That does not even make sense. Why must we talk about colorism? Why do we have to talk about that? No, let's talk about, again, let's talk about your self-hate. Let's talk about what you really don't want to talk about. Oh, this is a low priority conversation. Colorism is a low priority conversation. Let's talk about these hair hats and these lace fronts that you don't ever take off. Let's talk about that. Let's go to the hair issue. Let's be petty. You don't want to talk about the hair issue. It's just hair. What kind of men talk about hair and makeup? I ain't a man, so I'm talking about hair and makeup today. What about nobody ever sees your hair? You don't even look at your hair. They'll sit there and wear that weave until it just evaporates before they'll do their own hair and sit somewhere with their own hair. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what level of self-hate is that. You hate your hair so much that you can't even tolerate. But you want somebody to come through and be like, dark-skinned black women are the most beautiful women on the planet. But you don't even like yourself at all. Not at all. But you want somebody to straight praise you just because you have dark skin. And all y'all do is complain and shit all everywhere. And this is why all on TVs and movies, they won't even cast light-skinned women for the lead. For female leads, black female leads. They won't even cast light-skinned women no more. Because why? Stupid black ass heifers like you get mad at it. Why? Black women ain't represented. Yes, they are. I'm denying colorism, ENA. The reason why I'm denying it is because the only ones that perpetuate it or feel like it's a big deal is women. Particularly dark-skinned women. Not even all the women. And they try to project it off as if the men are the ones that is upholding colorism. But I don't hear men uphold that. I've never heard men do that. There is only a small percentage of men that, will discriminate based upon, skin color or whatever. But my whole thing was, in the upper crust of society, they is looking for biracial women or, light-skinned women more so, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, who cares? Who cares about that? Who cares what them dudes is checking for? Because there's a dude out there checking for you. It's all about not being able to get the man you want. That's all that argument is. Not being able to get the rich, the rich black man or the white man that you want. That's all that revolves around. Just like incels, arguments, they can say what they want to say, but it's all about the pussy they can't get when you boil it all down. This is the same thing on the other side. It's all about the dick they can't get. It's all about the nigga that won't marry them. And you're not marrying me and don't want me because I'm dark skinned. It is some beautiful dark skinned women out here in this world. It is some awesome dark skinned women in this world. I don't care what the hip hop lyrics is. Black women perpetuated. Every time I hear somebody cracking on somebody's skin tone, it is a woman. Women are the ones that give the little dark-skinned girl her complex about her skin color. Her mama do it, or her aunties do it, or whomever. There will always be men when we talk about the sexual arena or the dating market. There will always be men that just don't like dark-skinned women. And it ain't about thinking that they ugly, they just don't prefer them. But what you got to do is be okay with that. Because it is black women that prefer light-skinned dudes, or prefer dark-skinned dudes, or prefer white dudes. And are the other dudes supposed to get mad about that? I believe that colorism is not this big old monolithic thing that fucks up the black community like women say it do. I believe that colorism is a specific issue that black women have that is revolved around self-hate and the desire inwardly or subconsciously to be white, and they're not white, and they never will be white. And the darker you are, the more removed you are from whiteness. Because the lady that was on BGS last night said she preferred dark-skinned dudes. So is all the light-skinned dudes supposed to get together and be like, that's colorism? Why you don't like light-skinned dudes? Because she just don't like them. Go down to a man, and which man you can get and which man you can't get, and which one you think you deserve to have, but he ain't really checking for you because you ain't got hair down to the middle of your back, and you know this, that, and third. So what, man? Go and get. It is so many men out here that is not the upper crust, because the upper crust of men is a small percentage of men anyway. It's only so many of them men to go around to anybody, whether you was light skinned, dark skinned, or what. So it's only so many of them men. It's not that many of them men. Okay? So you really have, it's a numbers game too. Because go down to where there are more men, and then you increase your chances of actually getting a good man or man that you want. Because like I said earlier, we tell the incel guys to get their game up, do this, do that, then you'll be able to get a woman. I'm telling the women the same thing. All I'm doing is telling women the same thing. Step your game up, quit worrying about what another bitch is getting. It's not your business. It's not your problem. You don't have to worry about it. Because she always gonna get what she get. We live in a system of racism and white supremacy. The white woman is the standard of beauty. So anything that looks like her is gonna be considered beautiful. So what? So what? Yes, the white woman is the standard of beauty in this country or in this world. But so what? So what? You ain't gonna never turn white. So now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Waiting on the world to change so that you can be celebrated? That's stupid. Still holding on to my first premise though. That it boiled down to being jealous of light-skinned or biracial women because of the perceived attention that they are getting, because dark-skinned women think that light-skinned and biracial women are getting something that they can't get, which is goofy. Get what you get. Get the man that you get all key. Then get mad when he like light-skinned girls. He grew up in the same house you did, hearing that same shit your mama was talking about by calling the dark kids little black little motherfuckers. He grew up in the same household. So how do you think it impacted him? I ain't never been mad at a pretty bitch, or like never got mad. That's why I'm not mad at a pretty bitch, because she fine. She gonna always be fine. A nigga gonna always want her. Why am I mad at a light-skinned chick? Because niggas like light-skinned chicks, and This one over here like a light-skinned chick. Why am I mad at her? She can't help it. She can't help it. And niggas gonna always check. Niggas that like light-skinned bitches gonna always check for a red bone bitch. You gonna always check for her. A whole collective of black women's existence has been searching out this elusive, mythical thing of wanting to be at the top of the heap of the beauty pile, the top. They want to be the top most desired woman. They want everybody to fawn over them. They want everybody to, and it's the biggest narcissistic shit ever. But my biggest problem with it is putting it on the men, that it's the men's fault that there's colorism. It's the women's fault. It's the mamas and your grandmamas and shit. All that shit, these white ass weaves running around here looking like a knockoff ass pie maid, that shit ain't cute. Your makeup is too heavy. You right, NA, I talked about that in another video. Your makeup is too heavy. You wearing tranny makeup. You are wearing drag queen makeup. Stop it. If you learn to love your face without the makeup, if you have makeup on in order to hide a bunch of blemishes, get rid of the blemishes. If you have adult acne and it is hard for you to get rid of it, stop eating sugar. That less is more when it comes to makeup, ladies. The less you have on, the more fresh faced you look, the better. And it's not such a shock of difference when you take it off. You still look like you. So it don't be like the dude looking at two different women. It's scary when you don't look the same with your makeup on or off. It's not necessary, Angela. It's drag queen makeup. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this off with colorism is code for jealousy. Fem cells, get your game up. Like we be telling them niggas, quit whining and squawking about the niggas that don't want you. Get the niggas that do. Up your game. Put your A game on. Put your femininity on. Tuck away that masculine stupid shit and all that bitter ass fucking attitude and them musty ass motherfucking weeds, and then you'll be able to pull your man. Boom. Headshot.